Hello and welcome back to the Tea and Soju C-Drama podcast, your safe spot for C-Drama chatter. I'm your Liliana, and it's time to sit back, grab your tea, and let's chat Asian dramas. In today's episode, currently watching Time. So it is the end of July, and that can only mean it is time for me to run through what my currently watching list is looking like at the end of July 2024. And there is going to be a couple of tweets, so stay tuned for that. Some housekeeping just before we get into all of that. If you like the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe on the platform you listen to. That really helps the podcast reach other listeners. For more content, check out Patreon, where you can find behind the scenes, first impressions, movie reviews, and more. I would like to thank my patrons are Purple Dinosaurus, Marta, Souza, Caitlin, Lorna, Cheryl, Julia, Nancy, Grace, Amanda, Jane, Camilla, Cindy, Victoria, Tate, Valerie, and Catherine. Thank you so much, guys, for, supporting me over on Patreon. And even for those of you who are just a free member on there, thank you so much. It means the world to me that you guys would, be happy to support me over there as well. So finally, if you would like to chat to me or find a community, check out Discord, Instagram, and other socials. The link will be in the episode notes. So it is currently watching time. And guys, when I tell you I've been struggling a little bit with dramas in general, I don't know if it's me personally just going through a patch where, yes, I have just had two dramas back to back that I really loved, that being The Double and then straight after being the Princess Royal. I loved both of those. But right now, I'm not really loving anything. Like, I'm enjoying dramas, a couple of dramas, but I'm not really loving anything currently. So that means my absolutely loving category, and for that matter of fact, my loving category, are initially both empty. Nothing has really made it onto either of those, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's just how the cookie crumbles right now. I think it's because, first of all, it's summer, or as summer as you can get in the UK, I suppose. But the weather at the weekends has been pleasantly surprising. And that means that I don't really want to sit indoors and watch TV. I kind of want to sit outside, and I tend to reach for my books when I do that. So I've been reading a heck of a lot more than I've, been. And I think also, just in general, I don't know if it's me, and please let me know in the comments here on Spotify or, other platforms, or in general, just come and message me over on Discord or on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, if this is just a me or if you're feeling it. But I feel like we've had a mid year, just a meh year. There's been one or two dramas that I've really, really loved and enjoyed, but overall, after the year that 2023 was, we had a really high caliber of dramas in 2023, and I was really hopeful for 2024, and I feel like it just hasn't quite reached my expectations. Now, that does mean for someone who has a podcast talking about dramas that she's currently watching and dramas that she's loving, it comes with a bit of a problem, because I feel a little uninspired as well for the podcast. I have lots of back burner ideas, which have been what I've been reaching into, but it just feels a little bit, bittersweet that I can't be as excited about dramas right now. So I feel like that's my currently watching have been a little bit lacking, but that's why I thought I would shake it up a little bit, and I would add two new categories onto the episode. So if you're new to my currently watching episodes, I tend to do them in categories. They tend to be absolutely loving, enjoying, meh. So these are the dramas that I may drop, and soon, but for now I'm still watching Something Keeps Me Watching, The Too Early to Tell. These are dramas I have watched very few episodes and I'm still undecided about. And back burner shows, still watching but slowly in between airing dramas, the on hold category, and the dramas that I dropped. Then I have the looking forward to starting, and then lastly the completed dramas. So that tends to be, the categories that I go for. So what I have done is I actually asked over on Discord, and I am still unsure whether these two categories should go here or not, but they do link back to Asian dramas in general, so I thought it would be, quite good to have them. One being anime/donghua. Now, anime is obviously Japanese animation. That's what it's referring to. Donghua, what it means is it's anything that's animated, but more specifically Chinese animation. It is quite different to anime. I think the artistic style is different a little bit, but I've been enjoying a few of those, and I think it doesn't really get talked about very much. So I thought it would be fun for me to bring that onto the list. And actually, I've been watching a more anime lately, and I think that would be good to, add into my currently watching. I tend to watch anime or donghua right before I go to bed. Well, not right before. So I watch a little bit and then I read and then I go to bed. But I tend to save this type of watching as the last thing I'll watch at night. So that's been working really well for me. So I thought I'd add that category in as well. And then lastly, it is my currently reading. Now, this is specifically, I will only be putting things on here that are specifically either by an Asian author or by, are Asian inspired or things like that. Because realistically speaking, guys, I read a lot. And by reading, I do audiobooks, and I do a lot of audiobooks. Because I can listen, I'm very lucky and I can listen while I'm at work. I can get through 4 or 5 audiobooks in a week. So I go through a lot of audiobooks, some of them great, some of them not quite as great, but because the podcast is a Chinese drama, permanent Chinese drama podcast for the most part, but an Asian drama podcast in general, I thought I would only add in the ones that are kind of, in that realm. Now, if you guys would like me to mention others that I really, really love, then I wouldn't mind doing that. I actually do that over on Patreon. I do sometimes mention the books that I'm reading and really loving over there, but I thought it'd be good to do that here. So that's the little changes. That's a lot of waffling. So should we just get into the episode? So, like I said, I'm watching a lot, but it's all in my enjoying category because I'm casually watching. So enjoying category are the ones I'm enjoying and casually watching, and I'm probably behind on episodes. Newsflash, I'm behind on every single one of these. So, it is what it is. I just go where the mood fancies takes. So the first one I'm watching is Dashing Youth. Now this is currently airing. It is a Youku production, and it is the prequel, is that how you say it? To the Chinese drama The Blood of Youth. Now, I was watching The Blood of Youth, and I'd only watched 2 episodes, I think, and this got announced. So I thought, do you know what? I'm actually going to go back and watch Dashing Youth first, and then go on to watch and carry on with The Blood of Youth. So, Dashing Youth is a Chinese drama, and the MDL description reads, by Li Dongjun, the young master of the Marquis of Zanchi's mansion, has been mischievous since childhood. He is not interested in poetry, books, military strategies, or martial arts, but he excels at brewing wine. Because he had an agreement with Yi Yun, a friend who was murdered when he was young, to become a liquor deity. However, his destiny could not be left to his choice. Before setting out to the school of Li Changshang, the top master in the world, and beginning to learn martial arts, he made a new friend in Sikong Changfang, who wanted to make a name for himself as the spear deity. In the process, he got acquainted with Yu Yao and reunited with Yi Yun, who had now changed his name to Yi Dongzi. Under their influence and encouragement, he began to re examine his own identity and responsibilities. Together, these youths embarked on their own adventure in the martial arts world. Many years later, Dingzi was manipulated by others to launch a war against the Central Plains, and Bai Li Dongjun led a group of heroes to resist. Facing his best friend, he did not back down at this time. He wanted to save the common people as well as his friend. So, this is, wuxia youth fantasy. I would say it's almost Xuan Huan because it's like leading into that, genre almost, but it is at its core a wuxia drama. It stars a bunch of people, and by a bunch of people, like this cast is a really good looking cast, guys. I mean, there is a lot of pretty people in this cast. So the first one is who the main lead, I would say, is played by I'm just coming Ho Ming Hao, or he's also known as Neo Ho. He plays Bai Li Dongjun, and the other main role goes to He Yu. He plays Yi Yun, and we also have He Lian Xin, who plays Yi Yao. So these are like the two male leads and the female lead, and then there's a bunch of other characters. And that is why I am not rushing to watch this so much. It's the fact that, yes, I'm enjoying it. But the problem is there is so many characters to remember, and there's so many like plot lines all happening at once that it's a little bit hard to keep up with, and it's a little bit of a brain workout sometimes. So that would be my only really query with it right now. I'm really enjoying the CGI is really good. The fighting scenes are pretty good so far as well. So I'm really enjoying all of that aspect. It's just the fact that there is a lot to, go through almost. But yeah, so this one is available on Yoku and Viki. It's now on episode 17 currently. I'm really behind. I'm still like on episode 7 or 8, I believe. So I'm quite behind, and I'm not really rushing to catch up. Like I said, there is a lot of characters, and I kind of just want to take my time with it. Because otherwise I feel like I'll lose track of the story. So I just want to slowly make my way through, and that's what I think I'll do for this one. So that's the first one on my list, Dashing Youth. The next one is Eternal Love of Dreams. So this is the sequel to 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. It stars Dilraba as Bai Feng Ju, and it stars Gao Wei Guang as, Emperor Dong Hua. Now, this is the couple that I really enjoyed in Eternal Love of Dream, not Eternal Love of Dream, goodness, in 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, and I was really excited to watch this one. I'm still enjoying it. It's okay. I don't know. I'm still enjoying it, and that's all I'll say. This is gonna be for a special something that we're cooking, so I'm not gonna touch too much on it. I'm up to episode 23, 24 now, so we'll see where I land when I finish it up, but that is, Eternal Love of Dream. Next up is one that I literally just started this weekend, and it's called Go Beach Volleyball Girls. Now, I don't understand how this has only aired 8 episodes currently, and it's already like sitting at a 7.2 on my drama list. It is a little bit ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. I actually had a little bit of a rant about this over on Discord, because I feel like it's so discouraging sometimes that you have a drama and within like 2 minutes of it opening up, people are like flooding and rating and whatnot. And this has been airing for 2 days now, and it's already like on a 7.2. And I just keep thinking, how can you judge the drama as a whole on like, a couple of episodes? It makes no sense to me. I'll only rate if I finish it, because I don't think it's worth, I don't have the full picture of a drama. But I know other people will say, well, sometimes if people who don't finish don't rate it, then the viewings can be skewed and whatnot. But I just think, guys, it is what it is. I just feel like it's a little bit unfair sometimes on shows. But this one is, so basically we have two female leads in this. So one of them is Zhang Shu Ying, and she plays Li Gudo. Now she is supposed to be a beach volleyball player, and she's going to go to university for volleyball, and she's quite good at it. She has some talent. Now on the day of the exam, her best friend, who is meant to go with her, actually betrays her, switches to another partner, and which means Li Gudo can actually not, what's the word? She can't audition. I would say it's not audition, but she can't do the test to enter that specific university. So she ends up not being able to go to that university. And, that's what happens to her. But she's looking around for other places that she can go. And then we have Xu Ling Yu, who plays Chen Wei Lan. Now, she is a really good player as well. She's been in the scene for a couple of years. And the problem with her is that she's very much a solo player almost. And she doesn't play as well with the team, which actually leads her to not be chosen to the university that she wants to go, or to make it to like the Asia Games. So she goes back to her hometown, and that's where both our female leads kind of meet. And the two of them are going to take over a volleyball club that is kind of ran down and, has seen better days. And it's going to be their journey and the journey of their team that they bring together, like taking on, the challenges of being in the sport, but also of being like an underdog in the game, I suppose, and them learning to kind of like play together and that sort of thing. So it is going to be long. It's going to be 36 episodes, but I do actually tend to enjoy these kind of stories. The first that comes to mind is Nothing But You with Wu Lei and Zhu Yutong from a couple of years ago that I really enjoyed. It was about tennis and then badminton. Was it badminton or badminton going into tennis? And, I kind of really like the underdog kind of story. And this one is more based on the ladies. So I'm very excited because that doesn't usually happen. I've now watched, I believe, 4 episodes. I'm just bringing it up. 3 episodes so far. So all that I've described kind of happens in the first, 2-3 episodes. So that's what this one is about. Obviously, there's also some male leads in there that, will be partnering up with our female leads. But luckily, I don't think there's going to be any love triangles or anything like that, which is really good. I'm just here for like them being a found family and kind of bringing that aspect to it. So I'm excited. I don't know. This was actually recorded all the way back in 2020, so it's just aired now, but it's been on the shelf for a little while. But I'm enjoying it, casually enjoying it. Is it the best thing I've ever watched? Absolutely not. It isn't. But it's also not the worst thing I've ever watched. And I'm excited to see kind of like where they go. But I'm also excited to see a sports drama that's based on the women, as suppose, because that's not the case. A lot of the time it's mainly based on men. So I'm cautiously excited and just casually watching along to this one. So that is Go Beach Volleyball Girls. And actually that one is available on WeTV, Tencent and iQIYI in certain regions. I'm currently watching on WeTV because that's where it's available to me currently. So next up is Lost You Forever Season 2. I know this one is finished. I have not finished it. I am actually very behind on it. I think I'm still like at episode 8, and I'm just casually watching along with this one. I don't know what it is. It doesn't quite click for me as much as season 1 did. I'm not running for it as much as season 1. And I'm not going to go too much into detail just because I don't want to spoil for anybody. It's really hard to talk about this one because it is a season 2 without talking, so that's that. I will be finishing it. I don't think I'm going to be dropping it or anything like that. I'm just not going to be rushing to finishing it, if that makes sense. So next up is Meet You at the Blossom. Now this is a BL adaptation, and it does come from China. However, actually, if you look on MDL, it'll say Thailand. I think it's like a co-production between Thailand and China because they speak in Chinese in the drama, depending on where you're watching it. If you're watching it on iQIYI, it's dubbed in Thai, but if you watch it on Viki, which is where I'm watching it, it's Chinese. So, it's available on iQIYI, Viki, and WeTV in certain places. It's only going to be 12 episodes, and the story is Jin Xiaobao, the son of the wealthiest man in Jiangnan region, falls in love with icy white-clothed beauty Huai An. Due to an unexpected meeting, this young woman he sees as his future wife, however, seems to have aroused a lot of enmity when he comes to the rescue of an injured Huai Wan who's tainted by an aphrodisiac. The true identity of this beauty is revealed. So that's kind of like what it is. Is it the best thing I've ever seen? Absolutely not. But do I want to support it? Absolutely, I do, because I want to see more BL adaptations from China. And if I'm not going to support it, then it's not going to happen. So, well, I say this as if my vote has a lot of, a lot of a sway, but either way, I feel like I'm doing my part, if that makes sense. So this stars Li Le, who plays Zong Zhang Hua An, and then it also stars Wang Yun Kai, who plays Jin Xiao Bao. So I'm intrigued to see where this goes. I'm really behind as well. I think I've only watched 2 episodes of this one. It's now on episode 6 currently. Oh, so I'm not that behind actually. So I'm just casually watching this one along as well. Like I said, I just want to support it. It is what it is. This is what we're getting for currently for BL adaptations. They've kind of found a loophole by not airing it in China. So that's what we're doing right now. So I am watching it slowly. So that is Meet You at the Blossom. And then next up, I have actually pulled something out of my on hold list. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I feel like everybody and their mother has watched this and I'm the only one who hasn't. But that is the Korean drama Moving. I have now watched 10 episodes, so I'm halfway through. I'm really enjoying it. The acting in this is ridiculously good, and I don't understand why I put it on hold all the way back. Now, I'm not rushing. I feel like this can be a little bit heavy sometimes. So I'm not necessarily like rushing to watch it, but I am making my way through it. Like I said, I'm on episode 10 now, so I'm halfway through, and I'm excited to just slowly keep seeing where this story goes as of right now. So next up on my enjoying category is the Korean drama again, My Sweet Mobster. Guys, I am so behind on this. I'm on episode 6 right now. Now, do I enjoy it? Yes, but it isn't something that I'm running for. But this seems to be the current theme anyways right now. I just feel like it is what it is. But I am enjoying it. I feel like it's a sweet romance. It balances out. It's a really nice not filler. I don't want to say that because that sounds really bad, and that's not what I mean. But I feel like it's a different type of, it is rom-com at its core, and it's done fairly well. So I'm enjoying it for that aspect alone. But I feel like the thing that I'm enjoying the most is the found family that we have. I really like the second couple in this so far. So I'm just making my way through it. I know a lot of people are really, really loving this, this one right now. But like I said, I am super behind. As of right now. So the next one up is Serendipity's Embrace. That is such a word. So this one just started last week, and so far I don't know how I feel about it quite yet, but I'm gonna wait because it is only 8 episodes. So this one is the MDL description reads, in her final year of high school, Lee Hong-ju fell head over heels in love. But this first brush with love ended in heartbreak. Ever since, she has been deeply skeptical when it comes to everything love-related. A decade later, she became an animation producer when fate reunited her with Kang Hoo-young, who had a crush on her in a cafe. He has returned to South Korea from the United States and is now a 29-year-old financial planner. They are both hit by a wave of emotions. Could a fresh chance at romance be in the cards, or has too much water passed under the bridge? Now, to me, I'm like, this is second chance, sign me up, and then they told me it's Chae Jong-hyuk, but I'm like, sign me up even more because I really like this actor. So yeah. So that's what I came for. So Chae Jong-hyuk, it plays Kang Hoo-young, and we have Kim So-hyun playing Lee Hong-ju. So that's our main couple. We also have listed as mains. We have Yoon Ji-on playing Bang Joon-ho, and we have Kim Do-sam playing Kim Hae-ji. So that's the main cast. And so far, like I said, I really liked episode 1. Episode 2 didn't grab me quite as much as episode 1, but like I said, it's only 8 episodes, so I will definitely be finishing this one just because I really like this type of character for Chae Jong-hyuk. It's like the crazy, and not crazy, but like the puppy in love kind of character, and he does it really well. He has done it a couple of times by now, so I'm hoping that we get to see him like do a switcheroo at some point and play something else. But that's what I'm excited to see from him at some point. But as for this one, like I said, it is second chance romance. The episodes are not too long. They're an hour 10, which is standard for a Korean drama, or it used to be standard for a Korean drama anyways. But like I said, 8 episodes. It is available on Viki, so that's where I am watching it. And yeah, so that is Serendipity's Embrace. Next up, we have a Chinese drama called The Best Day of My Life. Now, the reason I went into this one, first of all, I like the actor and actress that are in this. I've seen them in other things, and I wanted to see what they were going to do. Second of all, this is only about 30 minutes per episode. Third of all, this is only 14 episodes. And I was like, okay, I need to try this. It is a short format drama, and those don't often pop up in China, although they are nowadays way more common than they used to be. So this is a really long MDL description, but I'm just going to try and read it. Shu Mu, a planner at Shang-Xin Advertising Company, has failed her 6th blind date. But as she puts it, finding a partner is not like buying things. If you only care about whether he is an eligible bachelor or not, it will only come off as materialistic. Even though her parents are urging her to get married, she still refuses to budge. Despite repeated setbacks in her love life, she is making strides in her career. At the client meeting, Shu Mu unexpectedly reunites with her high school desk mate. After all these years, Shu has become the cold and scheming director at the client company. Things have changed since then. Due to a drunken misunderstanding, Shu Mu announces that Shi Shi is her boyfriend in her moments. Faced with well-meaning but clueless congratulations from friends and family, Shu Mu is in a dilemma. They decide to go along with the situation by becoming a contractual couple and start living together. As they spend more time together, the initial awkwardness fades and they begin to develop genuine feelings for each other. However, what Shu Mu does not know is that all of this stems from a long buried secret crush that Shi has harbored for years. So, guys, 14 episodes, 30 minutes. It is a contract marriage. I mean, do I need to go on? And then the the cast for this is so we have Zhang Zhongmin who plays Shi, and he was in things like the story of Suzu Regeneration, Miss Lucky Go, Stay With Me. So he's the main role from Stay With Me. Hidden Love, he plays a support role in that. Our Times. So he's been in a good few things. I've seen him in a couple and I've enjoyed him. He hasn't really like completely grabbed me, but I'm intrigued with this one. And then we have Jiang Zinan, who plays Shu Mu. She will undoubtedly mostly be known for her role in When I Fly Towards You. She played the second female lead in that. So that's why I was kind of excited to go into this one. Again, is it the best thing I've ever watched? Absolutely not. But you know what? I'm having fun with it. So I'm enjoying it. I'm going, and I'm actually fairly caught up with this one. It's now going for episode 10, and I think I'm fairly caught up. I think I'm on episode 6 or something, so I'm not too behind. This one, as of right now, you can only find it on Yoku, but I believe it's also available on the YouTube, like Yoku YouTube, so you can check it out there so far. But so far, so good. Like, I'm having fun with it, so it's a contract marriage. It speaks to me on all of them. Now, the last one is only on this list for 2 reasons. One of them being Caitlin from No Sleep for Dramas, and second of all, it being her posting about this on Discord, on, the Tea and Soju Discord, and then everybody on Discord checking it out, loving it, and then I was like, I'm feeling an awful lot of FOMO right now, so I have to go and check this out. So that is the reality Japanese TV show, The Boyfriend. It is a BL not variety reality TV show, and the MDL description simply reads: over the course of a month, a group of men live under one roof and run a coffee truck together to connect and hopefully meet their one true boyfriend. Now, this is only 10 episodes. I am only 2 episodes in. I'm going to be watching some more this week. And this was done purposefully because a lot of the episodes finish on a cliffhanger, so I've heard. And episode 9 and 10 are out this Wednesday, I believe. Or this Tuesday, Wednesday, I believe. So I wanted to kind of pace myself so I can watch everything without having, watch everything that without having to wait for new episodes. That's what I was trying to say. So currently I'm really enjoying it. I feel like some of them are adorable. I've already given them all nicknames because I'm terrible at remembering names most of the time, guys. So I've just given them nicknames, and I feel, some of the scenes I was like, I felt sorry for them already, and I think they're quite funny, and there's a lot of varied personalities in there. They are all very good looking, which, it is what it is, guys. So I'm really enjoying this, and I would definitely recommend it. I know Caitlin is going to be reviewing this over on her podcast, so I'm excited to listen to her takes on it. And yeah, so this is available on Netflix, only on Netflix for this one. So that is the Japanese why do I want to keep calling it variety? It is not a variety show. It's a reality TV show, I think. The Boyfriend. So that is it, guys. That is literally everything I'm watching. That is it. That is it. And it feels like it's a lot, but the thing is, I'm not really loving any of it, which makes it a little bit harder. like I said, I'm enjoying some of it, and I could feel myself probably loving some of them. But as of right now, they're on. That is it. That is everything on my enjoying category. My meh category is empty. My too early to tell category is empty. My back burner shows are empty. Um, and then my on hold has changed up a little bit. I have Mysterious Lotus Casebook on there, which I feel like, I swear to God, I am only going to finish this show when the Drama Tree, because the Drama Tree are going to review this for sure. Like we've been saying, we're going to review this. So I feel like when the Drama Trio sit down and be like, this is the date, that is it. That's when I'm like, I will put myself into gear and just, crack it and finish it. So Blood of Youth, I've already sort of said I've put this one on hold because I want to finish Dashing Youth first and then go to watch The Blood of Youth. Although I have heard there might be some spoilers. I'm not sure if this is the correct way to do it, but this is just how I'm going to do it. The Legend of Shan Li is still on there. Guys, I've sort of said about this one, I think it might be a drop for me. And it is definitely not the show on this one. It is me. It is definitely me, not the show. And then I've put Follow Your Heart on there. Oh, what can I say? This is the Lo Yun-chi and Song Yi drama. I really want to like it, but I'm not sure I do. So I'm putting it on hold for a couple of weeks and then seeing if I have any interest whatsoever to come back to it. And then I have put The Hope over on there as well. I really want to go back and watch this one, but I want to binge it. And I have like a long weekend at the end of August where we have a bank holiday. So I may bring it out and kind of like, binge it, or in general in September. There's going to be a little break on the podcast in September. So I might pick up a couple more shows then because I'll have a little bit more time. So dramas I dropped. First Marriage. This is like a short little drama. And guys, I think I made it 5 minutes in and I was like, no, it is so bad. It's not even like so bad that it's good. It's just plain bad. It feels like it was shot. I feel like high schoolers could have shot this better. I don't know what it is, but I was like, I don't think I can. I've put myself through a lot of bad stuff, but this was just not one I could. So I've dropped that one. My Wife's Double Life, I also dropped it. For the first couple of episodes, I wasn't engaged, for the first couple of episodes, and I kept watching some more, just trying to think, oh, maybe I'll get that spark from it, but it just was not happening. So I was like, do you know what? This one isn't for me. I'm going to let it go. So that's what I dropped. Now, 2 dramas that I'm looking forward to starting. One is a Korean drama. I'm so excited that I actually have a Korean drama that I'm really looking forward to. And that is the Korean drama Love Next Door. This starts on August 17th. And the reason why I'm excited is because it stars Jung Hae-in and Jung So-min. Now, these two are brilliant actor and actress. So I'm like, sign me up. I don't even care what the story is about. Just sign me up. They released a trailer for it and I watched it and it's just funny and it's looking really good. It's a comedy romance. It's a rom-com. It's gonna be 16 episodes of an hour 10. It is a TVN. It's coming up as TVing. So I'm really hoping this gets picked up by somewhere. Hopefully Netflix or Viki. I'm hoping one of them will pick it up because obviously TVing isn't available anywhere outside. I think Viki might pick this one up. Hopefully. So this is going to be, the tags for this are passionate female lead, friends reunited, starting over, paramedic, female lead, childhood acquaintances reuniting. So that type of vibe. And I'm just very excited for it. I really, really am. So the MDL description reads, Choi Song-kyo is the most noteworthy young architect in Korea, and he runs the architecture atelier in. Not only is he nearly perfect as an architect, but he is also very attractive and has a great personality. Does this sound like a 2014 or 2015, 2016 description? Because I think it's sounding like that. Yet Choi Song-ho has experienced moments that he wants to erase from his life. Those moments usually involve Bae Ryu. When they were 4 years old, their mums became friends because of their mums. Choi Song Hyo and Bae Suk Ryu spent a lot of time together, bathing together at a woman's bathhouse. Now, Choi Song Hyo meets Bae Suk Ryu as an adult. While growing up, Bae Suk Ryu's life was smooth sailing. During her school days, she never missed ranking first academically at her school. She was always passionate and energetic in the things she did. After graduating from university, she was hired by a large company. She worked hard as a project manager, but for some reason, she quit her job. She has been unemployed since then. She meets Choi Song Hyo. So that's kind of like, it's basically childhood friends, their mums or best friends. Like the trailer is just giving. These two were just giving. Sign me up for a cute summer rom-com. That's all I'm saying. So that's Love Next Door. That's a Korean drama I'm really excited for starting. And then for Chinese dramas, this doesn't have a confirmed date, but I am so sure this is going to come like within the next couple of days. So I'm recording this on Saturday. Oh, not on Saturday, on Sunday, the 28th, and this episode will release on Wednesday, the 31st of July. And I really do think that in the next couple of days, I will have a release date. I think they'll have a release date for this because they've been promoting like crazy. And so yeah, so by the time you listen to this might be redundant because we might already have a date, but that is the Chinese drama Love's Rebellion. Now it is a xianxia. It is going to be 36 episodes. It is going to be airing on Mango TV, but I'm definitely not watching it there. It's going to be airing on iQIYI, so we will have proper subs at least, I think. And then, not only that, but this stars Jing Tian as the female lead, and I adore her. I think she's gorgeous, and I think she's a fairly capable actress. But it also stars the one and only Zhang Ling He plays the male lead. I am very, very excited for this. The trailers that have been coming out have been really good, and the MDL description reads, it tells the story of a young girl named Nan Yan who enters the world of immortals to save her mother and accidentally forms a fateful bond with a heart lock. The story revolves around Nan Yan, a skilled doctor who is forced to embark on a journey in the world of immortals to save her mother. Through a series of coincidences, she forms a mystical connection called the Spiritual Connection Seal with the enigmatic Emperor Ji Yang, who conceals his true identity. Nan Yan is practical and down to earth, while Jing Yang is aloof and mysterious, embodying the essence of a true immortal. Initially, the two dislike each other, but as they investigate Nan Yan's mother's illness, they become entangled in a conspiracy within the world of immortals. So I'm very excited about this. I feel like it might be a good one, but guys, I've been so burned this year that I just simply don't know anymore. But it looks like the stuff for it looks fairly good. So that's the one. It is Love's Rebellion. Now, that is everything for what I'm watching, what I'm not watching. Now for anime, what I'm watching, Donghua, I'm watching a Chinese animation called How Dare You. I'm watching this on iQIYI, and they don't release a lot of episodes, so it's still fairly newish, I would say, but it's a lot of fun. The male lead and female lead kind of fall into a novel, and the female lead has only partially read the novel, so they're kind of going off, but they fell into the horrible characters that are not going to survive the novel, so it's them kind of like attempting to live through this novel. It's a lot of fun so far. The animation style is a little bit different to what I'm used to, but I'm still enjoying it. The next one is Raven of the Inner Palace. Now this one is a anime, however, it is an anime. It's Japanese, but it's kind of set in a fictional China. That's kind of like what they explain. So it has that Chinese feel, but it is Japanese, if that makes sense, because it is based on a, China fictional China. And basically, it is about a consort, and she is a raven consort, and she has magical powers. So that means she doesn't actually perform deadly, nightly, things for the emperor, and it's her like solving cases through her magic abilities. I'm having fun with it so far. I actually went into it because a lot of people recommended it after finishing the Apothecary Diaries, so that's why I started this one. And then the last one is A Sign of Affection. This one is about our female lead is actually deaf, and it's about like her going through life and her friendships and finding love and all of these things. And I really like it. It's so sweet. It's so thinking adorable. So I'm really, really enjoying it. It's called The Sign of Affection. I'm watching all of this on Crunchyroll. And so far, those are the only three I'm kind of watching, except How Dare You, I'm watching over on Aichi. Now, the one that I did finish was The Apothecary Diaries. I cannot tell you guys how much I freaking loved The Apothecary Diaries. I cannot wait for season 2. It's so good. It's basically about this girl who is a poisons master. She is an apothecary, but she gets excited about really weird stuff like poisons, for example. And I just love her character. She's called Mao Mao, and I just love her. And then she kind of she gets abducted, and she's made to work in the like where all the consorts live, like where all of the emperor's women live. And yeah, so basically it's her journey kind of like solving cases. She solves a lot of them using, she's really, really clever. I love her. I just really adore her character. And then we have this he's not they say that he's the head eunuch, but he's not. He's hiding something, and she kind of like clashes with him, and he is beautiful. Like, this character is beautiful, and everybody fawns after him except her. She's just like, why are you doing that sort of thing? And he loves it. He ends up, really, really enjoying her company because she's not fawning over him and that sort of thing. So that is The Apothecary Diaries. I am so excited to start season 2, but I don't know when that's going to come. So for currently reading, I am currently reading the Strike the Zither. Now, this is the first book in the I'm just trying to open it, in the Kingdom of Three series. It is by Joan He, and the description reads: the year is 414 of the Qin dynasty, and chaos abounds. A puppet empress is on the throne. The realms have fractured into 3 factions and 3 warlordesses, hoping to claim the continent for themselves. But Zifir knows it's no contest. Orphaned at a young age, Zifir took control of her fate by becoming the best strategist of the land and serving under Qin Ren, a warlordess whose loyalty to the empress is double-edged. While Ren's honor draws Zifir to her cause, it also jeopardizes their survival in a war where one must betray or be betrayed. When Zifir is forced to infiltrate an enemy camp to keep Ren's followers from being slaughtered, she encounters the enigmatic Crow, an opposing strategist who is finally her match. But there are more enemies than one, and not all of them are human. So I'm very excited about this. I've only read a couple of chapters, so I'm very, very, very early on. I think I'm also new to this to this author. Oh my goodness, words today. Yes, I'm just trying to go through her list, and I don't actually think I've read anything by her as of yet. So we'll see where I land on this one. Like I said, I've only watched 3 chapters, so not 3, a couple of chapters. So I'm very, very, very early on so far. Now, the 2 ones that I finished in sort of like the last couple of weeks that are Asian inspired also is, the first one is Of Jade and Dragons, and that is one that I'm not going to talk about too much because so Amber Chen is the author, and I've actually got an episode recorded with Amber coming soon. So I'm not going to talk about it very much. I really enjoyed this one. The artwork for this is stunning. I enjoyed the story. It has a bit of a slow start, but once the world kind of is halfway built, it works really, really well. So I enjoyed it. I'm excited to see where she goes with book 2, and I can't wait for you guys to listen to the episode that I recorded with her. And then lastly, it is A Crane Among Wolves. So that is the other book that I sort of read that is, Asian inspired. This one is based on Korean history. It is by June He. I like June He as an author. However, I liked this one, A Crane Among Wolves, but I preferred her book, The Red Palace. The Red Palace is such a brilliant novel. If you haven't read it yet, definitely go read it. It is beautiful. I really enjoyed the story as a whole. However, A Crane Among Wolves, my problem with this one was I couldn't connect as much with the female lead in this, with the protagonist. It just wasn't working as well for me. However, I did still really enjoy it. I think it was such a good period of history that June kind of, went in to explore and used as a background to the book. So I still definitely recommend this one. I think it was a good book overall. So that's kind of like what I've been reading in terms of, Asian inspired shows. And then just lastly, just dramas that I completed in July 2024. And that would be the first one, Spoiled Marriage of an Overprotective Husband. This was okay. It was cute. For the vibes, I ended up scoring it at 7.5. Like I said, full thoughts for these will be posted on Patreon. So if you want to hear a more in-depth thoughts about these dramas, of what I thought about them, head on over to Patreon. I finally finished The Atypical Family, guys. I finally finished it. Really enjoyed it. I ended up scoring it I think a 9 out of 10. Was it a 9 or was it an 8.5? An 8.5. I ended up scoring it an 8.5. I really enjoyed it. Also finished up The Princess Royal. I have a full episode on that. I love that drama with a couple of caveats, but I still really enjoyed it. I finished up Our Haru Ride Season 2. Nowhere near as good as Season 1. I wish they would have gone in a completely different direction, but it is what it is. I also finished up a short mini drama called Beauty Strategy. It was okay. The chemistry in this was actually fairly good. And the people were really pretty. That's pretty much about it. But overall, not bad for a mini drama. So that is everything, guys. That is my currently watching. What are you currently watching? Is there something that I'm missing out on? Please let me know, because it's been a minute since I've been obsessed about a drama. So let me know what you guys are watching. Let me know if you like the anime donghua plus the, reading little subcategories in this episode. I feel like, I'm just testing it out, see how it works and see what you guys think overall. So let me know, please, because your feedback really does help. So that is everything. I hope you guys are having a lovely time wherever in the world you are. As always, thank you so much for listening. It means the world to me, and I shall catch you next time. Bye.